Howdy folks, welcome to Maverick Gunworks channel. This time we have something super special. It's a little different than you're going to see typically every day for sure. This is a GL Rasch, I guess the way you pronounce it. It's a double barrel rifle. It's made in Germany many years ago. Actually, I'm not sure what the date is on this one, but it's been around for a while here. I want to show you some of the ornate engraving on it, and then we're going to take it apart and do some work to it. The customer brought it in with the complaint that it is too tight. And actually, when you open the bolt, you can see this is a Gustav Kirstein lock, cross bolt lock type device that has a cross pin that goes across and locks your barrels in. And you can see, maybe the camera can tell it, the massive amount of engraving. Is very detailed, incredibly tight when it locks up. Hopefully you can see some of the detail in the engraving on it. You can see a little bit of the gold accents to it. Quite a nice piece. This is a some type of animal horn, I guess it is, on the trigger guard. It's been repaired over the years. Very unusual piece as far as this little shop. Don't see kind of stuff like this much. Righty. You can see the stock has a very nice piece of wood on it. Nice barrel look to it. Turn around this way so you can see that part of it too. Nice little sheet piece. And on top you have the gold cover, which has a hinge. You lift it up and you can store extra ammo in your stock. This is a 9.3 by 74R cartridge designed for dangerous game hunting. This gentleman wants us to see if we can help it out a little bit, in that after he fires it several times, he finds it difficult to get it open. So what happens as the barrels heat up after they've been shot a couple times, the tolerances are so close that it's difficult to open and reload and close quickly. So in his situation, he wants to be able to open it up if he has to in a hurry, to prevent being run over by a dangerous game. Yeah, imagine that. So anyway, we're going to take it apart and see if we can do a little fitting to it. And here we go. We'll take the forearm off here. I'm going to open up, pull the barrels off, and as I inspect it and kind of figure out what's going on with it, we know that the barrels, when they get heated, are swelling just enough that it's causing it difficult to be to open and close quickly. And what I see, it looks like the ejector is, as I rub on here, ejector is slightly raised, so just a tiny bit higher than the face of the barrels. And that is, it has some wear marks on it, so that we're going to address with some stoning probably. See if we can help it out and that it don't bind so much. Also on from here we can see some wear marks where the extractor looks like is rubbing, or the ejector rather, is rubbing on the face of our receiver here, causing some friction. So we're going to do some stoning on that part of it, and we'll see if we can acquire some ammo from the owner sometime in a few days, and we get through our stoning, we're going to go test fire it and see that it does what it's supposed to do without binding again. So anyway, it's a little bit of a different piece. You don't see these every day. Actually, I'm quite tickled that he has allowed us the opportunity to work on this piece for him. It's been a interesting looking at this cotton picking. The machine work and the fitting on this gun just amazes me as to how this was done many years ago. Obviously painstakingly, a lot of time involved with all the engraving on this gun. But anyways, I want to pursue stoning, and we'll come back in a little while and see how it works out. Back on the double barrel rifle now. I have spent considerable time stoning and marking and stoning again and marking again to try to get the material where it needs to be. I put some dicam on the layout fluid. Is what dicam is, if you don't know that. But basically it's just a thin layer of marking fluid, so you can tell if there's anything rubbing when you put the thing back together. So let's go ahead and stick it back together and see what we have here. I've done a considerable amount of stoning and polishing, removing material from the several surfaces actually on the extractor, and hopefully we'll have what we needed. I'll put it back together. We've got some layout fluid on the face of it. That's where the most of it was rubbing at. It was rubbing against the receiver. So we'll close it a couple times and take a look at it. And right now, best I can tell, there's nothing rubbing on it. So we're gonna wait for the customer to bring some ammo for it, since I don't have anything in stock that will fit this gun. We'll take it out and shoot it a few times and let you know what happens from there.